Alrighty, we're gonna kick off the end of this month and basically the start of next month because it's already the end of the day with a monthly recap. Right, we do end the month on a loss, which is negative 0.17, right? And overall for the month, I'd say it wasn't bad, right? Uh, It's not bad return by any means, but it could have been better, right? As every other month could have been better, but this one more especially in terms of output, the work put in. I think this month I really did get complacent and I was not showing up, right? And yeah, in terms of output, very bad month. And first and foremost, going into July, we really need to get back on the horse and show up a heck of a lot more than I did for this month. Really terrible in terms of showing up, but discipline wise, in terms of execution, if you come here and see, we had 7 trades, right? Out of these 7, only 2 were practically horrible trades, right? Which would mean, I don't know, how many percent is this? How many percent is this? I don't know how many percent, but discipline wise, yeah, a little bit bad, right? Because we did take 2 horrible trades, unlike in May. In May, I remember very well. May, we did not make any silly mistakes in May, and lo and behold, we had a profitable month, right? April, plenty of silly mistakes in here, and we went down. Same as June, right? Plenty of silly mistakes because 2 trades out of 7. That's a lot of mistakes to make because you go down 2R, and if you go down 2R, you could have basically ended the month on a break even if you did not make these 2 silly mistakes, right? Because I remember these yeah, counter swing, counter internal off the bat, just don't take those. We've spoken so many times about counter swing, counter internal, very horrible trades, right? And yeah, the results are there to show you that counter swing, counter internal is bad and has always been bad, right? So going to this month, fuck the profits, right? My main focus is on not making silly mistakes. Not making silly mistakes, let my edge play out, right? Let my edge play out. We do have an edge. We just need to cancel out these silly mistakes like that hold us back. We had a break even, counter swing, counter internal. Probably should have never taken it, right? Even though the setup for this one was better, right, compared to those other 2, but it's still counter swing, counter internal, and it should not be a trade end of the day, regardless of how it was managed and whatnot. It shouldn't have been a trade, man. Counter swing, counter internal, just cut it out, right? You only want to see counter swing pro internal is okay, counter swing pro internal is okay, counter swing pro internal is okay. But these 3 trades should have not been there, right? These 3 just should have not been there. Should have been a total of 4 trades, 3 losses and 1 winner, right? These should have just not been there. And so okay, these past 2 weeks, like I said at the start, very bad in terms of output, but we did have a GPSD. We did not do a trade recap for this, right? But it was a simple trade, not bad, where we just had the break of structure. After a 15-minute break, we expect a pullback at some point, and then we did have a internal break of structure, which confirms the start of a pullback, right? And then we were looking for the risk entry in here. Unfortunately, we did not get it, and it took us out. To show this was not a bad trade, we had the exact same setup in Euro JPY, counter swing, pro internal. On the Monday, we also did not do the trade recap for this one, which is bad. Should do those always, right? Because we can go back and look at them just to see similarities and mistakes and whatnot. Exact same trade. The F15 minute on Euro JPY is heavily bullish, but we do look for a sell after an internal break of structure right there. Same exact setup. We are in at the rest trade as well. Taking a rest trade. Beautiful trade, smashed TP, and it's gone. Right, so these setups do work. Proving it again. Just follow the setup.
No, no. Every time I respond, I go like me. Then we said one time I could do someone every time.
You don't know again. Alright, so in conclusion, I think it was not terrible, right? Because at the end of the day, it's not much of a loss, but it counts though. Honestly, it does count because it still leaves us in this break-even loop that we're currently in right now. Just still playing break-even. We are only down 1% basically, like one trade. Like we're down, we're not down one trade, we're down 3 trades. What I wanted to say was we are one winner away from like being break even for the year. So I'd say in general for the whole year we pretty much break even. You can see you can see the graphs, right? Pretty much at break even, which just tells me that you need to put in a lot more work to break out of the threshold of break even, right? Like I've said before, 2024 ass, bro. This is ass, bro. Like ass. Right? 2025, it's break even, man. At least it's something, you know. Going from this, right? Adding a bit more discipline, going from this to break even, then it's only obvious if we're a lot more disciplined, right? Show up a lot more. It's only up from here. So July main focus is showing up and no silly mistakes, right? Not that you should be afraid to take trades, but take only valid setups and see where that leaves us, right? So this one, yeah, I'd say not good simply because of the silly mistakes. So yeah, we're going into what is it now? July. We just cancel out mistakes and then see where it leaves us. And then yeah, to start off the week, I'll do a end of the day recap, and then I'll just post it after this one. So yeah, I'll see you in the next one.